どうも皆さんペペシュペです。前回のあらすじ、デッキ事故多発、以上。ってことで今回は、ちょっとデッキをいじろうかと思います。前回みたいに戦闘がしっかり行えない状態の手札ばかりだとぐだるしな。この広場にもカードショップはいたからカードを買って回しやすいデッキを作りたいと思うよ。カードショップ探すのに若干迷子になったわ。さて、今現状で売っているカードはこれだけなんだけど、右にあるメーターがマックスになるとランダムで3種類の属性のカードパックを開放できるみたい。そしてこの金ピンがカードを留めておくことができるみたいね。ってことはカードを更新すると消えてしまう場合があるってことだな。そうみたいね。とりあえずクリスタルの呪いってカードでクリスタルを破壊すると多少ダメージが入るカードを1枚購入したよ。お、ラッキードローが出てきてくれたのはありがたい。ラッキードローはデッキに3枚積んでもいいぐらい有能なカードだからな。隣のディスカウントってカードも使い勝手良さそうだな。ブリンク回避すると一定時間武器の耐久値が減らなくなるのは魅力。この際だからブリンク回避の癖をつけさせるようにすればいい感じだな。そうね、そうすればクリスタルも破壊できるし一石二鳥だね。ってことでディスカウント、ラッキードロー、クリスタルの呪いを1枚ずつ購入して終わりかの。デッキ構成したかったんだけど、まだ枚数が11枚でできなかったでござるのます。お、このキャラダイスのこと知ってそうだな。
Yes, you. Come closer. You, child. I believe we can be useful to each other. No, nor I you. But the threads of fate weave strange fabrics indeed. You see, I've noticed that you have a dice with you. Right, a good act, child. You'll need your wits to survive what's coming, I'd wager. So, let's say, hypothetically, you have a dice, which of course you don't, which means you, hypothetically, have experience in their identification and true nature. I've heard tell of a dice circulating Cellar Street. Of course, it's been so long since a true dice has been here. People don't entirely recognize it for what it is. And if these rumors were true, well, I dare say you could be the one to find it. Folks dimly sense it has value. They treat it as something rare and unique, say a fossil, not knowing its true value, its true nature. I believe someone like yourself could trade for it, or at the very least, trade up to it. Hypothetically, of course, and if you did hypothetically succeed in possessing such a dice, well, I'd be interested, and I'd make it worth your while indeed. I've heard stories around Cellar Street. There's all sorts of strange items for trade there. And if you can't find it directly, you could trade until you do. I've told you all I can. Oh, except that I've heard whispers that someone is buying words, and someone else is selling them. And that would be where I'd start. Make yourself useful, child. Trade and trade until, before you know it, you've got your hands on one of those dangerous, awful, deadly dice. And then you give it to me, and I will take care of it.
ふむ、まずは言葉を買ってくれる人のところに行ってみる感じか。サブクエストだからメインクエストも増えそうだし、アリーナで解放された通りに行ってから行くとするかね。
All this two-ness reminds me of Odd. I promise you, sister, I am coming for you.
As she looked up, even began to realize that Two Town's name was easily twice as literal as she'd suspected. They seemed to be constructing a second town.
I've had enough of this job. Ouch. Okay, all right. Huh? Oh, a dice? Where did you come from, little one? My God.
Let him go! That's right. You better smarten up and look where you're going, or I'll...
Well, you're very angry for someone so small.
I'm not small. You're a big clumsy giant who goes around sitting on my friends.
Again, I apologize. It was an accident.
All right, apology accepted. Look, I'm trying to find my sister, and I've got to get through that big old door.
Name's Seymour. Haven't seen your sister, though. Thing is, I don't see too much of anything these days, and not since the nanny confiscated most of my eyes. 2 of them for Two Town, she said. Oh, not like that. Nanny Fortuna. Old lady, right hand of the queen. She is as mean as she is old. Anyway, once she gave my eyes to the mayor, they disappeared. I haven't heard any news about them since. So, it seems like we both have a reason not to like her. The Civil War and freedom, you know, tried to desert it and got sentenced for treason. I wasn't doing any good there anyway. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But enough about that. What's up with this dice? I haven't seen a real one in years. I see you're missing a couple of pips, little one, if you're gonna go anywhere. You are new, aren't you? Door to 3 Towns forever locked. Keeps the district separate by order of the queen. You'd need to roll a 3 to open it, and since nobody has a dice anymore, well, they stay closed. But your little friend's so close to 3. I could fix you, but I can't. Not unless I get my missing eyes back. Oh, if only a brave dice wielder would find it in her heart of glory to begin a quest to find and return my eyes. Absolutely! I'm certain the nanny passed my eyes on to the mayor. Of course, if she'd given them to the right mayor, getting them back would be easy, but she gave them to that upside-down one. Ugh, what a nightmare. Oh, that's a good one. Listen, even if things were that easy, do you think we'd all be here? Heck no! We'd all be in Six Town, living the high life, relaxing by whatever it is that Six Towners relax by. A pool of gold, probably. Sadly, it's not that easy, even. Especially not since that nanny has given my eyes to that nightmare of a mayor. So, yeah, find my eyes, and I can definitely help you. So, you'll help out old Seymour? Thank you. Be careful with that two-faced mayor. Okay, if you need me, I'll be over at the town square, near the door to Freedom. Oh, it's a bad place. It's one of the 6 towns, one for each side of the Queen's black dice. We used to be united, but that was generations ago. Before the No Dice War, Random has seen a lot of war. Don't get me started, kiddo. The town's being ruined by a family of triplets. It's petty sibling rivalry on a humongous destructive scale, with no end in sight.
even decided that she felt a kinship with this sad, large monster. He'd been hurt by the same people who took her sister. She had the sense she was the only one who could help him. And she had the sense Seymour could end up helping her too.
メインクエストはシーモアの目玉を回収して第 C2、3つ目の出目を追加させることみたいだな。それじゃあ戻ってサブクエストから始めるとしますかな。確か広場の出入り口付近に言葉を買う人いた
I
は
got
ず。
words for sale here. Choice words. Pluviophile. It means... My rarest word. That's a tall order. What do you have to offer in trade? I'm afraid I don't go in for tangible items, kid. Too flammable. Nice thing about words is you can carry them in your head and nobody can ever steal them. You again. What have you got for me this time? I'm listening. How does a small girl like you know an adult word like that? Adlubescence. Oh, learning it is a pleasure. The breath of the essence sound, the mouth feel of adlube. Oh, the rarity of it. Oh, this is a word I can definitely sell. Tell you what, I'll give you a great word in exchange too. Oblectament. Close. Oblectament. It means a source of delight. For example, learning adlubescence is an oblectament. Thank you again, kid. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Bye. Beautiful. Use it well, kid. I got
さて、
so
これで
many
言葉のトレー
words
ドが
to
できたんだけど、
gossip
この次は何だろうか。ポーションを作るためのブルーブってやつも集めなきゃいけないから探索しながらこの言葉を買ってくれる人を探すしかないな。とりあえず売り人通りに向かってみるか。あれまたサブクエ発生しているのかな。あまりサブクエばかりだとお使い芸会になりそうだな。
I need inspiration. I'd trade my Gubblegregor for a flash of genius. I'm through Pipkin, by the way. I am an artist, but not with paints or music. My art is the art of trading, and I want to push the art forward. Trading Gubblegregors is so routine. I want to trade something that hasn't been traded before. You wouldn't happen to have anything, would you? A word? Now that's interesting. I've never traded in words before. This could be a whole new marketplace. What's the word? That is a beautiful word. Oblectament. I would like some oblectament, please. Yes, it is a good word, and that means it has value. Anything with value I can trade. Oh, this is going to be great! Now, your friend Ian is an honest trader, so let me compensate you for that word by giving you a Gubblegregor in exchange. They're very futuristic. Imagine not knowing what a Gubblegregor is. Hilarious. You're all right, kid. Good sense of humor. Here's the Gubblegregor. Just be sure not to use it in full reverse. We all know what happens then. Great, kid.
ってことで言葉を交換してロボマッシャーを手に入れたけど、確かロボマッシャー欲しいって言っていたキャラいなかったっけ。前回助けたリトルジョーが欲しいって言ってたな。なら、奥の緑ハテナにも話しかけちゃってからリトルジョーのところに行くか。ブルーブって生き物だったんかい。こんなちっこいの後みたいにつけなきゃいけないのか。探索しまくるしかないな。 とりあえず、リトル城のところ行ってからかな。
Please, trade the Gubblegregger to me. I'm sure this skull I'm offering is invaluable. It must be. It's darned old. Thank you. Here, have this, fossilized skull, I think. Strangely four-sided. It must have come from some sort of ancient extinct animal. Big Red dug it up a while back before, forget it, it's not important. But this has got to be the rarest thing in all of Two Town. Thanks, kid.
よし、これでリズベットのサブクエは終わったから、あとはブルーブを2体探して終わりやね。でリトル城が持っていたのは頭蓋骨じゃなくて、ダイスの化石だったのか。よし、ブルーブ探しに行くか。2体目のブルーブ探すのにえらい時間かかったわ。よし、残り1体だけど、2体目でこれだと先が思いやられるわ。ブルーブ探す前にリズベットに渡しに来たでござるの巻。
Impossible! Let me see that. By the card makers themselves, this is a dice. Or rather, it was a dice. Oh, if I had such power, child, I wouldn't be lurking here, talking to strangers. No, it wasn't me. The Queen destroyed all the dice, child. Well, almost. I want to say thank you, child. It's been so long since I've seen a dice, even one that's dead like this. That alarms you, doesn't it? Yes, dice can die. We found that out in the No Dice War. It was a catastrophe. The Queen, child, decided that she should be the only one to wield a dice, and so she waged war on them, and on those who'd wield them. And she did not show mercy in victory. When she finds out there's still a dice, and still a wielder, well, she will be apoplectic, and she is not to be toyed with. What happened here, she'll do to you and your friend here. It's not a threat, little one. It's an observation, gleaned from hard-earned experience. Hypothetically speaking, that is. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. As for this poor dice, I'm going to return it to where it belongs, to the sacred valley of the dice. I suspected as much. There are some of us who remember the old ways, child. We must stay hidden, and we must stay silent. But we exist. The valley is hidden, far below random, and far from the Queen's prying eyes. It's a crypt, a land of the dead, forbidden to all but a few will remember. I'd wager you don't fully know what you travel with. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you are. Goodbye, child. Take care and random rules.
クイーンはかなりヤバいことをしたんだな。ダイスを滅ぼすことを企んでそれを実行して、ダイスを持っているのは現状クイーンと主人公だけってことなのね。そしてダイスの谷は戦場だったんだな。さて、最後のブルーブを探さねば。
You dang little blue critter! You can't hear that, can't you? That noise! Dang it. I'm trying to sleep, and that blabbed bloob is up on my roof making a ruckus. Lady, you'd do an old man's heart good if you could see your way to clearing those dang bloobs off my roof. All I want to do is nap. I'm old. I've spent more hours awake than anyone, and I deserve some moments of blessed unconsciousness. Quiet unconsciousness. You'll help me, won't you? I'll reward you or something. Thank you, little one. You've made an old man's heart want to fill with hope, which will happen as soon as this old man's ears are no longer filled with cotton to keep that darn noise down. Please don't dawdle now. I'm very old.
最後のブルーブこんなところにおったんかい。だとするとさっさと回収してこのサブクエも終わりだな。サブクエだけで尺を使いまくってしまっているっていう。まあでも、ダイシーのことを知っているキャラが多かったし、この世界の背景もちらほら分かってきたからいいんじゃね？思ったよりダイスに詳しいキャラが多かったイメージはある。じゃブルーブを渡しに行きますかな。
You have the ingredients! Brilliant! That's all I need. Please, pass them over. Remember, you did say you'd give them to me. Thank you! Oh, thank you! Oh, just need to mix them together and down the hatch. Okay. I feel strange. Whoa! Oh, this is intense! Perfect! It's just me! For the first time, it's just me! Thank you for this. Let me give you something in exchange for all of this. It's my partner's personality, distilled down to its purest essence. I hope it treats you well. You know what? By the cards, I think I'm actually going to miss him. It's so quiet without him in my head. I may actually miss him already. He'd say that's only logical. Isn't that funny? It's funny, isn't it?
お、サブクエ報酬にしてはゴージャスなカードもらえるとは思わんかった。1分間、HP を回復してくれるのは結構使い勝手いい感じだな。そしてデッキが編集可能になったわ。って、今までのじゃデッキ編集できなかったってことか？よくわからんな。ってことで今回はここまで。さよなら。